Okay, picture this. Forensic artists take an ancient skull, just a skull, and using tissue depth data and some seriously impressive tech, they rebuild the face. And you know what people find? These ancient humans don't look like grunting cave monsters, not even close. A lot of them look like someone you'd walk right past at the grocery store, no second glance. Which brings up a question that's way more interesting than it sounds. Were ancient humans actually attractive? Like, by any standard, ancient or modern? Or have we just been picturing this completely wrong this whole time? Let's dig in. Because the honest answer, it splits into two questions people keep mashing together. Question 1, would ancient humans be considered hot by today's beauty standards? Question 2, and this one's the good one, what does attractive even mean biologically? And were ancient humans playing by those same rules? Spoiler alert, the answer to that second question is a big fat yes, and it unlocks basically everything else. Here's the thing, attractiveness feels like it's totally arbitrary, right? Just some fashion trend that flips every decade. But underneath all that, there's a rock-solid evolutionary foundation. Researchers looking at cultures all over the world, completely unrelated ones, keep finding the same preferences popping up. Facial symmetry, clear, even skin, certain proportions between features, and it's not random. These traits are honest signals, signals of health, of stable development, of good genes. Take symmetry. If you got seriously sick as a kid, or had a parasite, or didn't get enough food during a growth spurt, your face shows it. Little asymmetries, they stick around. Clear skin? Same deal. It says, hey, I don't have parasites right now. I'm not fighting an infection. Your brain reads that automatically. No conscious math involved. Why? Because ancient humans who liked these traits picked healthier partners, and those partners made healthier babies. That's it. That's the whole game. So here's what that means. Ancient humans were running on the exact same software we are today. Sure, the cultural wrapping paper looked different, but that deep biological machinery scanning for symmetry and clear skin and health, running just fine. Same as ours. An ancient human with sharp, symmetrical features and glowing skin, other ancient humans found them hot. For the same reasons we'd find someone hot today. The system hasn't really changed, just the cultural layer on top. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ancient skulls, especially the really old ones, often have heavier brow ridges, broader faces, chunkier bone structure. So the question is, would that look unattractive to us today, since modern standards usually love a more delicate, refined face? Honest answer? It depends. And it depends hard on which ancient humans we're talking about. Populations from around 200,000 years ago onward, anatomically modern humans, actually look way closer to us than people assume. Gracile, delicate bone structure, that was already a thing in our species long before written history. Those really robust, heavy-featured faces people picture, those belong to earlier hominins, or to Neanderthals specifically. So, were ancient humans attractive by modern standards? The answer totally depends on which ancient humans. You can't lump them all together. Speaking of Neanderthals, let's talk about them for a sec, because this part's wild. Neanderthals had bigger brow ridges, a more projecting midface, overall chunkier bone structure. By today's standards, yeah, probably unusual looking. But, and this is huge, Homo sapiens and Neanderthals interbred repeatedly over thousands of years, which means at least some ancient humans found Neanderthals attractive enough to, make babies with them on a meaningful scale. Whatever was going on with cross-species attraction back then, it clearly wasn't a deal breaker. And that tells us something huge about how flexible attraction actually is, even across what we now call different species. Okay, now let's talk about something huge. Grooming, self-decoration, because this is some of the best evidence that ancient humans cared about how they looked. A lot. Red ochre, that reddish pigment, it shows up all over ancient sites. And not just in burials. People were painting themselves with it, decorating their bodies, tens of thousands of years before anyone wrote down a single beauty tip. Jewelry, too. Beads made from shells, bone, ivory, pierced, strung, worn. Some go back tens of thousands of years. And making these things took real skill, real time. You don't put that kind of effort into personal adornment unless appearance matters to you. Big time. And combs. Ancient combs carved from bone, antler, ivory, thousands of years old. Dedicated grooming tools. That means ancient humans were sitting down, doing their hair, taking care of themselves, on purpose. This wasn't some unkempt, don't care how I look situation. They cared. They put in the effort. Some ancient cultures went even further. Deliberate dental modification, filing teeth into specific shapes, scarification, intentional body alterations. Painful stuff. You don't go through that kind of pain unless appearance carries serious weight in your culture. So yeah, beauty standards, very real, very enforced. Now, you've probably heard of Venus figurines, those little carved figures, exaggerated hips, breasts, bellies, found all over Paleolithic sites. For a long time, people assumed, oh, that's the ancient beauty ideal. That's the body type they loved. But newer research pushes back on that. Hard. These might be fertility symbols, or self-portraits, like a woman looking down at her own body, or ritual objects we don't fully understand yet. Point is, one piece of ancient art doesn't automatically equal this is what they found hot. It's more complicated than that. Here's something people miss constantly. Ancient populations weren't one uniform group where everyone looked identical. Just like today, some ancient humans had gorgeous symmetry and clear skin. Others didn't. Illness, injury, parasites, just plain genetics, all of it created variation. Asking, were ancient humans attractive, is like asking, are modern humans attractive, and expecting one answer for 8 billion people. It doesn't work. And nutrition mattered huge. An ancient population going through hard times, food shortages, disease, you'd see it on their faces, on their bodies. Reduced muscle tone, dull skin, hair issues. But a population in a good stretch, plenty of food, low disease pressure, you'd see robust, glowing, healthy people. The kind of people who'd trigger strong attraction responses. Oh, and here's something we barely ever talk about. Voice, movement. Research shows certain vocal qualities, pitch, resonance, stability, signal hormonal health, completely separate from your face. And the way someone walks? Studies show we can pick up on health and even personality traits just from someone's gait. So ancient attraction was never just about a pretty face. It was voice, movement, posture, confidence, all of it stacked together. And it wasn't just physical either. An ancient human who was a great hunter, reliable, skilled at tool making, they got major attraction points for that. Totally separate from their bone structure. Reducing ancient attraction to just faces and skin, it misses how multidimensional it actually was. Same as today, honestly. So here's the takeaway. Were ancient humans attractive? Yes, absolutely. Some of them anyway. By the same biological rules we're still running on today. The forensic reconstructions, they keep showing us something powerful. Our imagination has way exaggerated how primitive ancient humans looked. The real picture? Way more familiar. Way more human. They groomed themselves. They wore jewelry. They painted their bodies. They cared how they looked. They found each other attractive. They fell in love. They had all the same messy, complicated attraction stuff we deal with today. They weren't cave monsters. They were us, just a really, really long time ago. Pretty wild to think about, right?